Welcome one and all to the greatest region on Tokyo, Kamirigan, a theme park region with a past, present and future island. In today's video, we're visiting our first gym on the present island, a normal type gym that's all about goofy fun and clowns. So if you're afraid of clowns, well, then why are you watching my videos? No, but seriously, this video might not be for you if clowns spook you. Let's head right in without delay, and don't forget to chuck the video a like and comment how your Kamirigan team is going so far after the video. So we head to our first city of the region, Line City, based on line art of course. But also continuing the trend of theme parks, one of the biggest inspos here was for Disneyland's main thoroughfare, called Main Street apparently. That's creative. In this area, every day is full of fun and wonder and a big old Pokemon themed parade as well. Got some Macy's parade vibes, maybe with a bit less balloons getting torn open and crashing to the ground. Of course, the city is teeming with Pokemon all around as well, so let's take a little look around and meet the first regional form you'll meet in Lion City and Kamirigan in general. So with a theme park themed region, I had to have some Pokemon based on theme park rides, and the classic roller coaster. Boy, do I hate them. I'm not a roller coaster boy. The last one I went on was when I was so young, and it was this one in Queensland called the Lethal Weapon Coaster, and my head just rattled about on these hanging coasters, and oh boy did I swear a lot.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
I chose Phalanx for this one. For one reason, it is literally just the best shape for a coaster looking thing. Like, each segment is a little link, and although they don't have seats, you can sit atop them and have a ride, I reckon. The main Phalanx General is shaped a bit more accommodating for someone to sit in, probably a child or a smaller Pokemon, with a seat that it can extend out to you. I guess the alpha version would probably be able to fit in a bit better. I know that Phalanx is technically pretty strong for early game, but with a combo of a normal typing and their stats being a bit more defensively oriented, you'd probably have to battle pretty hard though to catch one. I'm sure it would be okay. Either that or it's a rare spawn running along an empty coaster track that you just have to try and aim and throw that Pokeball at. Also, much like our starters and Masco Bunny, this Phalanx has a special form that we will have to meet in a later video. Phalanx Kamirigan form, the coaster Pokemon, a pure normal type. Phalanx adapted to this form after living in the cities for so long, possibly nudged on by certain predators introduced as well. By folding themselves up, Phalanx can connect to one another and roll along much faster than their walk speed. Sometimes Phalanx will crash into walls or Pokemon and become dazed, all of them walking off in different directions. The head Phalanx will allow children and small Pokemon to ride on them and has become a popular thing to do while in Line City. This form of Phalanx has the ability Sturdy. Okay, so fair warning, this one. Oh no, the change is happening. I'm becoming a performative male. No, Labubus, Labu. So I got a comment in a previous video to make a mind-controlling Labubu for the region, and honestly, I love that. The just iron grip that Labubus have on the world is still there, and honestly, I have a knockoff. Yeah, they're kind of cute. I'm sort of part of the mind-controlled ones here. My idea here was to keep that sort of similar vibe to that of a normal Labubu, that sweet look while still feeling a bit monstrous and gremlin-y. Galarian Meowth, one of my favorite Pokemons, was an inspo for the mouth here, and I guess the general vibes as well. But more so than that, more Peko. And you'll see soon why I chose that specific Pokemon for the inspiration. This little thing would wander the city and just be the most aggressive spawn, running straight at you to bite down on you. Or much like Trubbish and ZA doing a little happy dance when you aim a Pokeball right at their skull. But of course, ignore this little one at your own peril, for it has a dangerous secret hidden within them. Fear the Labubu Pokemon. Control You, the popularity Pokemon, a normal and psychic type. Control-U are a mystery to the people of Kamirigan. They appeared in cities one day and people fell in love. For a while, everyone had a Control-U or you were nothing. In recent times, researchers found out that Control-U had psychic mind control abilities to make them love. Suffice to say, when that was found out, most Control-U were abandoned. This is where the true face of the Pokemon appeared. When ignored, Control-U transforms. This even applies during battle if it's not attacked and just ignored. Control-U has a new unique ability to itself, Sweet and Sour, where it transforms when not struck by moves for a period of time in battle. That's right, this guy has two forms. I thought, unlike Morpeko who gets hangry, Control-U just hates being ignored. If you leave it alone in battle for too long, I guess like in a double battle not hitting it or just strategically letting it transform so it becomes less defensive, it becomes this horror-looking creature, gaining a change from its normal type to a dark type. It gets a third eye emerging from the pattern on their forehead. What? Don't your Labubus do this? Do you leave them on the shelf for too long? No? Oh no. I better get the Poke Entities Foundation on this one. Check out that video here. I wanted it to feel even more feral, so their eyes are just this complete purple glaze over in sheer anger, and even their fur and ears become crinkly and broken. I can imagine this being a good Jesse and James mon for some anime gags, till it goes up against Morpeko. We aren't so different, you and I. Control-U Sour form, the popularity Pokemon, a Psychic and Dark type. The hidden side of Control-U that appears when ignored for too long. A hidden eye appears from Control-U's forehead. Instead of using their powers to control the minds of the masses, they send out barrages of psychic force to beat their targets into submission. When the masses of Control-U first all transformed, people had to feign love for it to avoid this outbreak. Nowadays, huge fans of Control-U will now spend their days taking care of their every whim and providing much adoration as the Pokemon can hold. Vanilla, the gym leader of Lion City, is one such fan of this Pokemon. Control-U has the opposite ability, Sour and Sweet, where this Pokemon transforms when struck by multiple moves during battle in succession. Alright, let's go on to the gym leader's ace now, and yes, now's the time to leave if you got clown issues, honk honk. Clowns are great, and while we have a few breeds of clown in Pokemon, we need sort of just a classic clown, which I didn't do exactly here. I wanted a Pokemon that gets new members each time it evolves, think Magnemite or Diglett, but even more extreme because we all know clowns emerge from their car-like hives in droves. Kids, remember, never disturb a clown hive. Kloop are two cute ball-shaped Pokemon. One is always the... okay, excuse the terminology. One is always the top, the big top I guess, with the hair, while the bottom is always curled up, being transport for the other. Their lack of hair makes it easy to roll around, you know, much like me. I can just imagine all the fun, cute animations it'd have, like kicking the bottom ball like a soccer ball for physical attacks. You'd find Kloop everywhere in the city, entertaining people and just rolling around without a care in the world. Kloop, the roll-on Pokemon, a pure normal type. Kloop is the ace Pokemon of Lion City's gym leader, and a beloved, entertaining Pokemon found around the city. The two Pokemon that make up Kloop never leave one another. The bottom Kloop always provides movement for the top Kloop, as it balances upon them. All of their attacks and moves are done in a fantastical display of acrobatics. If a Kloop is found alone without the other, they become incredibly depressed and vulnerable, and probably won't last long. Some have helped lone Kloops by providing them with a ball shaped like their other. Kloop has the ability Rattled. So time for the real paradox here. Kloop becomes clowns in their evolution, but now there are 3 Pokemon here? So which ones become which? We may never know. I love the idea of one of the 3 just being a ball now. No arms, no legs, just ball is life. It's happy about it and it loves being part of the team though. The 2 top Pokemon now feel much more like a capable clown acrobat sort of thing, and they'd always be working in tandem doing sick tricks off the balls and just showing off. Very much has a bit of a mouse hold thing going on here, although no, you wouldn't just randomly have a 4th one on top with the this one. I'm saving the 4 clowns for the final evolution. I do wonder if you can already guess the theme for the gym leader at this point that's coming up after Clounce's final Evo. Clounce, the troop Pokemon, a normal and fairy type. Clounce evolves from Kloop at level 16. Clounce mysteriously become a trio when they evolve. It is unknown which Pokemon is which from when they were a Kloop. The duo on top are an acrobatic marvel, doing all manner of tricks with the help of the bottom Pokemon. They'll even use the large bottom Pokemon like a weapon, kicking it and spiking it at foes to all their delights. When the duo Pokemon above begins to grow too large for the bottom Pokemon, evolution occurs and something tremendous happens yet again. Clounce has the abilities Rattled and Overcoat. Okay, this final one doesn't do like a 180 and becomes a grandpa with a concrete walker or anything like that. In fact, the ball from Clounce doesn't change much, and our two jolly fellows become kind of back to ball. What's happening, you unpredictable clowns? But now our main attraction is Juggalug. Yeah, so obviously part of the insane clown posse, why wouldn't they be? Juggalug play up a multitude of circus tropes, including clowns obviously, strongmen, entertaining, and the various activities they will do during said circus, like juggling two smaller clowns like it's nothing. I really want to stress here that all four of the Pokemon are very happy, even the ones being juggled, it gives them energy or something like that. Don't come for me, Pokey Peter. I'm getting sort of ball guy energy from Juggalug, but I just really love this one, and it's kind of the perfect representation for the vibes of Lion City, kind of endless fun and entertainment. But I'd never want to live there like our gym leader coming up next. Juggalug, the troop Pokemon, are normal and fairy type. Juggalug evolves from Clounce at level 33. Juggalug is a jolly Pokemon that seems to be fueled by entertaining others, and are one of the main Pokemon you'll see in Lion City during the main parade. During battles, they roll around, never leaving the bottom Pokemon. They'll use the two juggled Pokemon as projectiles. Somehow, they'll always bounce back to Juggalug's hands. It is said that Juggalug has a hidden power unlocked through the approval of the Lion City gym leader. Juggalug has the abilities Magic Bounce and Overcoat. Okay, we all love clown girls, right?
I was a bit of a class clown back in middle school.
Heading the parade each day for Lion City is the fantastical Vanilla. Not only an elite juggler, but a great trainer who, after finishing their parade for the day, is prepared for the gym battle of a lifetime with you. Knights of Guinevere came out around the time I did this design, and you could very obviously feel the energy of Vanilla being similar to that of Gwen from it. Not this version, this one. I wanted to keep it a very vanilla feel to her. Color scheme too. Sort of feels like a clown shouldn't have that to them. But the yellow, pink, and white combo went together really well. Almost got to call her Neapolitan with these colors. Girl looks like ice cream. You know, the one thing I was wondering was how far I take the clown aesthetics, because like, I could have had her with like no clown nose, but that felt disingenuous at that point, but I didn't want to go super crazy on the clown with the big red wig and turn her into Ronald McDonald. I do think we hit a pretty happy medium here, to be frank. Vanilla, the Lion City gym leader. The first gym leader of the Camirigan region and one of the best entertainers around, Vanilla is the star of the daily parade in Lion City. Born in Camirigan, Vanilla trained from a young age to juggle, both literally and in her duties of being head of the parade, and the representative of the gym circuit for the region. Vanilla has always shown an aptitude for both tasks. Vanilla's Pokemon always join her during her show, and even become part of her juggling act. Phalanx has been seen being tossed around high into the sky, shocking the crowd every time. Vanilla's gym team has Kloop, Control You, and Phalanx, and probably having the evolved form Juggalug later on when you verse her again. So with the first gym seal in hand, the Clown Seal, you'd be head of the parade with Vanilla by your side, and with the first step on your journey complete, we head towards the next gym. But first we gotta head back up Route 1 and into Splashmouth Cave. And I hear there's some real wacky Pokemon there too. So what'd you think of the Pokemon and Vanilla in the video? Comment below your thoughts and teams so far, and make sure to chuck the video a like and share it around. And don't forget this is a series, so check out the playlist for more. Go juggle that around a bit. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.